Okay, this is VSPlanet.net. We're today at НФР show, Annihilation, and next to me he's the leader of the Neo Solar Temple, beholder to the Eye of Tyr, Chikara Grand Champion. He is the Ультрамантис Blэk. I welcome you.
Thank you very much, my friend. You forgot the great and devious mayor of parts unknown, Ultramantis Blэk, but it is my great pleasure to be here.
Oh, okay. But where exactly is the parts unknown?
Parts unknown is wherever you may believe it to be in your own imagination.
Now, at your travel, you finally arrived at Moscow, Russia.
Yes.
Did you get any chance to see the city, to walk around, taste maybe local food? Was there anything that surprised or impressed you?
I've gotten a chance to walk around Red Square.
Oh, yes.
And to take some pictures in Red Square. I've tasted some of the cuisine, some of it, as they call the pierogi. Delicious. And we're going to have some borscht later. I'm very, very excited about that. But yes, I've had some time to explore and going to spend a few days after to visit more of the countryside.
Oh, that's great.
Yes.
Now in Chikara there's a lot of characters that are based around Russia and post-Soviet countries like Estonian Thunderfrog, the Proletarian Boar,
Mr. Azerbaijan.
Mr. Azerbaijan, Moscow.
Yes, indeed.
My question is, where did all these images and gimmicks are coming from? Do trainees bring their own ideas, or there's some sort of gimmick pool, like trainees? Okay, you got your first show. So who you want to be, a giant eyeball, an ice cream, maybe a third goat?
It's a little combination of all the above, but usually as a student in the Chikara Pro Dojo, the Chikara Wrestle Factory, you come with your own ideas, but you may not necessarily have that as you debut in the ring. So maybe some of your own ideas, maybe some of the community ideas, and they meld together to create one ultimate gimmick, as you might say, one ultimate character. Some succeed, some fail, some go on to the afterlife, but there's a lot of ways in which they develop, I believe.
You're not only one of the Chikara originals, but a veteran of indie scene. Could you tell us a bit more, how was it like in the early 2000s? What was your goals, ambitions, and dreams back then?
My ambition from early on in professional wrestling was never to go to the WWE. I never wanted to go all the way on to be on TV. My main goal was to go to Japan. So I accomplished that goal a few years after my debut, and I was very happy about that. After I did that, all I wanted to do was to just experience the world, to have adventures, to wrestle as many people, as many characters as I possibly could, and to just see as much of the country and the world as I could. So I think I've done that, and I'm crossing off my bucket list Moscow, Russia tonight, so I'm very excited about that.
And that is correct.
Yes.
Do you agree that today's indie scene has become really shallow? The guys think they can learn a few flips, become somewhat popular, and WWE might give them a call? What's the main problem about today in this scene? Because many guys think it's all just in-ring skills. Why today is so little wrestlers with the character, their charisma? Why is that?
In my personal opinion, and this is just my opinion, my good man, character development is the most crucial part of professional wrestling. You can have all the skills in the world, but if your character falls flat, you won't, as they say, get over with the fans. I've managed to make a pretty great career, maybe not the greatest five-star wrestling skills, but I think my character is what appeals to the people and what draws them in. You have to be able to work the stick, as they say, to work on the mic, to be able to talk, to evolve as a character, as a showman, as a professional wrestler. So it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of practice, it takes a lot of training, it takes many days and hours on the road of traveling from city to city. It isn't an easy thing to get to the big time, as they say.
What personally got me in Chikara is that storyline with Eye of Tyr. I first read it online and watched some shows. It was greater than expected. I expected some sort of 80s cartoony characters, but there's a lot more depth to characters and storylines in Chikara. How did you came up with all this idea of having some sort of comic book storylines? Because I read once that original idea was to have some sort of lucha libre americana, and it was Mr. Zero who brought this idea of having the comic book direction.
Ah, that's the first I've heard that. So you might have the scoop on me, actually. But as far as the Eye of Tyr and that entire storyline and the way it developed, I think there was never a time in professional wrestling, be it the WWE or the independents, where we had a supernatural storyline, one that went beyond the norm, went beyond reality. So it was the first time we did it, and I think it was groundbreaking at the time, and I think it continues to be remembered as a groundbreaking angle.
Okay, now there's a big name, but it's currently only just talk, is All Elite Wrestling. What do you think they need to do to become something more than just another indie promotion? What they need to become unique to be something that draws the new viewers, new fans?
I mean, I can't say anything negative about anything they've done so far. Everything they've done, they've been able to produce success, tenfold of what other independents have done. So I think they're going to be successful. I think they have a lot of different tricks up their sleeves that they haven't even exposed to the fans yet, to make themselves different, to make themselves something special and unique and apart from WWE or any other major promotion.
No, it's not like I have any doubts. I believe in them. I wish them only to succeed, but just as you said, it takes a bit more than just flashy, jumpy, flippy guys or some veterans.
Sure, and I don't think major success for them will come overnight. I don't think that next show coming up in Las Vegas, I don't think that's going to make them the top of the mountain right away. I think it'll take time, and I think they realize that. I think they're ready to develop and ready to evolve and ready to take their time to make something very special in the professional wrestling industry. It's very exciting.
As far as I'm concerned, the name Ultramantis, it's not only the praying mantis, but also the Ultraman.
Yes.
May I suggest that you are into tokusatsu, the kaiju movies?
As far as my influences early on, I was influenced by two things as far as professional wrestling goes. Mexican lucha libre and the lore that revolves around the mask, as well as the general culture of Japan. So the culture being the television culture, the anime culture, the cartoon culture, the toy culture. So I definitely melded some of those different elements together, along with my own love of Southern American Memphis old school wrestling. Three completely different things coming together to make the Ultramantis Black. Yes.
You're also a musician. You got two very nice, tight, noisy, hardcore EPs. Do you have any future plans? Maybe full length, or maybe trying yourself in a different genre, like Ultramantis black metal, maybe?
Maybe. The current incarnation of Ultramantis Black right now is on the back burner, so we're giving it a rest as of now. So I think I'm exploring some other options as far as performing musically, maybe some different styles of music, but always very harsh and extreme kinds of music. But Ultramantis Black will never die as soon as that goes.
I want to talk a little bit about your tattoos, because they are very unique. I never seen anything like. How did you come up with that idea? I want a Christmas tattoo on me.
For some reason, there's been a lot of hardship in my life, but I always look back to those times in America around the holidays as joyous times. So for me, I bring inner joy and inner peace and inner sanctum through those memories. So I wanted to emblazon those memories forever on my arms. So the holiday time, the winter time, that time of the year, which is why so much I enjoy being in Moscow, Russia right now, with the snow coming down and the start of the spring season. It's still a very festive time. Very interesting.
Yes, here in Russia we have this thing called the New Year's mood, where people just become more relaxed. Yes. They don't think about jobs. They like to move everything over to the next year. What was the greatest Christmas gift you ever received?
Oh my, what a question, what a question. You put me on the spot here. But when I was 6 years old, and I don't know if you had this here in Russia, but I received from my mommy and my father, are you familiar with the Muppet Show?
Yes, Kermit, Miss Piggy, yes,
Kermit,
of course.
Piggy. I received a Muppet Show drum set when I was 6 years old, and I banged on that drum set with all my heart.
What was his name? The Animal?
The Animal was the drummer of Dr. T.
He was great.
Dr. T's band, yes. But so I would have to say that is a lasting memory for me, the Muppet Show drum set.
Okay. I want to finish our interview with a little game. Okay. It's something like you have in the States, the younger kids play, something like they call the F, Marry, Kill. But since we're a pro wrestling website,
Yes.
we're gonna do it a bit different.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you 3 names. They don't have to be wrestling related, and I want you to pick one to form a tag team with, one to have a bloody, grungy, chair-swinging feud, and the other that you would like to be in the main event of WrestleMania.
Okay, so one is the main event.
Yes,
one is
the feud.
the bloody feud, and what the first one is?
The tag team.
The tag team match. Okay.
Okay, the first trio, let's move to the trending topics. Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, and Ronda Rousey.
So say again.
Becky Lynch,
Yes.
Charlotte Flair,
Yes.
Ronda Rousey.
So which I want to have a tag team match with,
Yes.
with a bloody feud, and which championship match? I would say the bloody feud with Ronda Rousey, the tag team match with Becky Lynch, and the main event match with Flair.
All right.
Yes, that's how I look at it.
The next one, Glenn Danzig,
Glenn Danzig.
Henry Rollins,
Okay.
and Chuck Taylor.
And Chuck Taylor.
Yes.
Bloody feud with Henry Rollins. Tag team match with Chuck Taylor, and the main event with Danzig. I'll have to go with, yes.
All right. The next one, Sting, The Undertaker, and the Great Muta.
Ooh. Muta. I'm going to do the bloody feud with Muta. Might be surprising to some, but I'll do the bloody feud with Muta.
I think called Muta scale for blood.
Yes. So I guess I'll go with The Undertaker for the tag match, and we'll do Sting on the main event.
All right.
But I'd be most excited with Muta on any level.
All right, next one is one of our 3 wrestlers that we like a lot on our portal. It's CM Punk, Jeff Hardy, and Eddie Kingston.
I don't want anything to do with Eddie Kingston. The man is an imbecile. No, I'm just kidding. Eddie Kingston is a good friend of mine. I've already fought Eddie Kingston. I would love to have a bloody, no holds barred, all weapons legal, no disqualification match with Eddie Kingston because I love him and I think that would just be a great fight. CM Punk will do the tag match. And who was the other one? Jeff Hardy?
Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, I'll take him in the main event.
All right, the last 2.
Okay.
Let's raise the power level a little bit. Okay, Superman, John Cena, and King Ghidorah.
Who was the last one?
You know, from Godzilla, the three-headed dragon, the main villain.
Yes. I'll do the death match with him. I'll do.
That would be awesome.
Yes, I'll do Superman in the main, and who's the other one?
John Cena? You know this young fellow?
Yeah, I'll let him tag up with me.
All right. And the last one.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan.
Okay.
Vladimir Putin. And Bryce Ramsburg.
All right. First of all, I might get in trouble with the answer on one of these, so I want to make sure I don't do it. Okay. All right. So I think Vlad Putin and I would have an excellent no holds barred match, and I think I would bring it to him with the brass knuckles and the barbed wire. But I know he's a strong and tough gentleman. So
he knows judo. He's at like black belt.
Yeah, so he may have an advantage on me. So maybe we'll do that, and then who else do we have there?
Bryce.
Bryce, I will do in the main event, and the tag match with the other fella.
All right, and my last question to you, Ультрамантис Блэk. What makes wrestling fun?
What makes wrestling fun? Whatever is fun for you is what makes wrestling fun. You have to be able to come to a professional wrestling show and lose yourself in the experience. You can't come here with any preset expectations or with any chip on your shoulders. You need to come to professional wrestling or watch professional wrestling and lose yourself in it completely and just go into the other world and enjoy it for everything that it gives you.
All right, thank you very much. I wish you well on your journey.
Thank you very much, my friend. It was my pleasure and honor.
Next time, please bring Crossbones with you, because he wanted to go. I've seen this. Okay.
Yes, it will be excellent.
Okay, это была westplanet.net. Смотрите хороший рестлинг, support your local indies, и увидимся в следующий раз.
До свидания.